GMB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist, that 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear, about 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.
I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be at all times, my G's, at all times. And we all see what's going on with Yeezy and the higher-ups and the elites. We all see what's going down between the two. I mean, Yeezy has the game in shambles right now. He has the industry shook up. And you got to ask yourself, why is that? You know, if Yeezy was really crazy and mental like they say he is, it'd be easy to just, sweep it under the rug. But Yeezy hit the nail on the head. He struck a nerve with the higher-ups and the elites. And I'm going to tell you this. One thing for sure, two things for certain. They don't know exactly what to do with Yeezy. You know? They don't know how to put a leash on Yeezy like they got a leash on Jay-Z. But it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. You got to ask yourself one question. You know, you haven't noticed that Yeezy's been leading every sentence with God? God this, God that. You know, why would anybody be mad about that? Why would anybody have a feeling or feel a way about that? The reason is because the higher-ups and the elites, they don't follow or worship the same God that Yeezy and Grown Man Business TV worships. They worship in a whole nother God, and they done got y'all so tricked and brainwashed that y'all worshiping that same God that they worship. Did that go over your brick, over your head? Don't let that go over your head or under your bridge. Do not let that go over your head or under your bridge. But the higher-ups and the elites and Yeezy are not following the same God. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It's a reason why Yeezy don't got a leash on, but Jay-Z does. It's a real reason for that. So you already know how we do have Grown Man Business TV. I mean, we going to get into these clips. we going to double back, and we going to get into these angles, my G. We're going to get into these clips. We're going to double back, and we're going to get into these angles. But it's a reason. It's a reason why the music is so violent. Huh? It's a reason why every time you turn on the TV, you got P-Valley thugs doing what they do best. LBG 123 ABC community right on TV. I mean, they got the ABC 123 LBG community even in the cartoons for the kids, in the curriculum for the kids, in all the movies. So if that don't raise a red flag for y'all, if that don't get your wheels turning, then that just means you're sheep. And it's okay, because 85% of y'all are sheep. Y'all want to be led, and y'all will be led. 10% of us, the other 10% will lead y'all. The other 10% will lead the 85%. And then it's 5% of us that we see it all happening. We can see through the smoke and mirrors. You know, the pineal gland is wide open. It's hard to slip anything past us, this 5% that I'm talking about. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But Yeezy's on to something. He hit the nail on the head. And I want to say this, man. Salute to everybody in the DMs. Salute to everybody watching the channel. We approaching 1 million views. We approaching 1 million views, and I'm pretty proud of that. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But we growing organically. We not selling any integrity to get these subscribers. We not selling any integrity to get these views. We gonna keep it 100 at all times. You feel me? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. But salute to all 1 million of y'all that done viewed these videos. We only going up. So listen, let's get into these clips. We're gonna double back. We're gonna get into these angles. Because one thing that I'm learning is I'm gonna let them say it out their own mouth. I'm gonna let them say it out their own mouth. And I'm going to just elaborate on it. But it's ways around this hate speech thing. We gonna make it happen. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. So listen, we're going to get into these clips. We're going to double back. We're going to get into these angles. Dang.
Listen, man, God's on all of our side and your side, and you're the one that's going to be the catalyst to bring us forward, man. I'm telling you.
Do you believe that black-owned media will be the solution of celebrities being outcast for not going with the group?
You know, I believe at this point we're all one. We're all one race. We're the human race.
Understood.
At this point, it's going to take us all coming together under God and helping each other. You know.
Do you think it's better if we lift each other up though instead of negative comments? Do you think that's a better move?
He's got to call it out first. He's got to call out the negativity,
yeah.
and then we got to heal it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. It's just we gotta get the truth before we can get the love, or else we're just loving the lies.
What have you got to say to people that are trying to cancel you?
He can't cancel him.
I'm here.
That's
What are we talking about? We're here.
We're doing a bit.
We ain't going nowhere, baby.
You've been here for years.
And if I ever went anywhere, we know why. You understand what I'm saying? So we here. If I ever went anywhere, we know why. You understand what I'm saying? So we here.
When Professor Griff went nuts in Montreux, Switzerland, talking about the Caucasus Mountains and monkeys and everything like that, they told every single executive, Jewish executive, told me to drop Public Enemy and not work with them. You know what I did? I brought Chuck to the Holocaust Museum.
They seem like they're making it cool to be drinking lean and syrup, and
it's the most dangerous. It's the most dangerous thing that's facing our society.
So why sign an artist that would promote that?
Because I already answered that question. You weren't paying attention. She asked me talent or issues, and I said talent. But I have to. I can't give up on people.
But I'm saying that's hypocritical, though. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vote. You're saying
it's opportunistic.
Yeah.
I got people to feed. I got a business to run.
You're gonna make Dame Dash take this clip and call you a culture vote.
That's what I'm talking about. Do you understand the words that are coming out of my mouth, my G's? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. I told y'all before, they don't worship the same God that we worship. So it's a problem when you get to leading people back to God. It's a problem when you get to talking this way. Now, you heard Yeezy and the reporters, right? You heard what they said. I'm sure you got an earful. I'm sure you got an eye full. And at the end of what they was talking about, Yeezy said out his own mouth, if anything happens to me, you know where it came from. See, he's playing chess at the highest level. I told you, if you have the information, the best thing you could do is to say it out loud. Say it out loud. Make sure it's recorded. Make sure everybody hears you say it. It makes the higher-ups and the elites scared to get rid of you. It makes them have to think twice about erasing you, because if you say it first and then they do it, all eyes are on them, right? But if you try to hold in the information, if you try to keep it held tight, you try to be stingy with it, they'll wipe you out, and then they'll paint their own narrative of what happened to you. Whitney Houston, right? Michael Jackson, right? Prince. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be, but you could do your research on that. You can do your research on that. So you don't ever want to let them paint the narrative. You don't want to ever give them the chance to wipe you out and then paint the narrative of what happened to you. It is what it is. It'll be what it's going to be. 85 are sheep. 85% of these people are sheep, and they are begging to be led. The other 10% are leading the sheep. In the last 5%, we can see through the smoke and mirrors, and we're watching everything that's going on. We're watching the sheep be led by the shepherd. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Now, Leor Cohan, let's get into that. Dame Dash said this a long time ago, that Leor was a culture vulture. Leor's a culture vulture. He wrote a whole book, put it out there, exposing this guy. Now, this guy is a higher up in the elite, if you believe it or not. Or he's right under. Nah, he's a higher up in the elite. He's with those people, and he exposed himself right there on the Breakfast Club. Now, Charlemagne the guy, you know, I don't really rock with that. I don't like his name. I understand where the name came from. And then I understand what God he worships. I understand that he's a puppet for the higher ups and the elites to push that LBG 123 ABC community gang on the masses. That's what he's here for. You know, he's done so well that he has DJ Envy, a married man as well, playing LBG 123 ABC games every morning when he comes to work. Got that man playing Rainbow Coalition games every day when he comes to work. I mean, you should see the things they do with each other and hear how they talk to each other. But that's a whole nother video. Charlemagne Presley or Cohen, you know, about signing artists with damaging music, signing artists with music that's damaging to our community, signing artists that are strung out on liquid heroin, lean, the cup. You heard him in these clips talking about the cup. You understand? And when he was pressed, what he said was, hey, I know these guys have addictions. I know these guys have demons, but I got a family to feed. I got a business to run. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. He said a lot, but I just broke it down in layman's terms for the guys in the back that don't understand. He's going to sign you regardless if you're strung out on lean or if you're smoking crack. It doesn't matter because he has a family to feed. He has a business to run. He doesn't care what you're talking about and pushing to the masses in our communities because that don't affect his family. He keeps his family way, way far away from all the stuff that he's promoting to our family, all the death and destruction he's promoting to the kids in our culture. And he basically said that. You know, in so many words, he said, hey, these guys, you know, these guys are on the cup and I'm still going to sign them because I'm about giving people second chances. Don't that sound familiar? Empire, Death Row Records, Ghazi, a bunch of guys that's far from black, but all in black culture, giving these gang members and these guys that are, you know, going to end up smoked like a pack, second chances, giving them all this money to promote the music they're promoting, gang culture, drug culture, violence and death, till one day they get smoked and they cash out, and that's a whole nother video. But these guys, you know, what you got to understand is these guys cannot get Kanye on the leash. Huh? Kanye is literally exposing the industry. And a lot of you guys think that it's Kool-Aid he's trying to feed y'all. A lot of y'all think that it's, you know, a publicity stunt. A lot of y'all are lost, my G. But I don't judge you. I don't judge you. And if you are lost, you in the right place to get found, my G. Right here, Grown Man Business TV. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But listen to those clips again from Leor Cohen. Listen how cold he sounds when it comes to the business. It's so much deeper than rap, but for these guys, it's all capital. These guys are all capitalists. These guys, it's all about the paper. It's all about the Benjamins, baby. I mean, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But to elaborate on the gods, the different gods. See, this is the thing what you got to understand, right? Why has God been removed from music? Why is Yeezy the only one talking about Jesus walks? God showed me the way because the devil's trying to take me down. Why is Yeezy the only one to ever do a song like that? Huh? Everything else, you see satanic, you know, visuals. You see a bunch of sexual, hypersexual images. You know, you got Little Nas X, you know, doing sexual favors for the Baphomet. You got Cardi B dressed up like the devil. You got all of these artists doing everything satanic except for Yeezy. You never noticed that? Because when they say, thank you, God, They not talking about the God that we follow. They talking about the Baphomet. They talking about a whole nother God. Now, he is a God. You understand me? They do worship him. So if they can trick you, into worshiping, you think that they talking about your God, but really they talking about their God. If you're not paying attention, you are being tricked into worshiping that God. So anytime somebody like Yeezy talks about God with pure intentions, he has pure intentions, and he's talking about God, they try to wipe you out, B. They try to wipe you out. Now, to elaborate on that, to go deeper into this angle, you saw those images of Jay-Z, right? Huh? You saw the images of Jay-Z and that white lady. I'm just going to say that white lady. Now, if you do your research on Shorty, you know, she's a spirit cooker. Do you know what a spiritual cooker is? It gets deep, it gets wicked, and it's always deeper than rap when you scratching the surface. And here at Grown Man Business TV, you already know, we scratching the surface. But yeah, that's when you take a human body, you know, you tie it up in a ritual, you put ropes and stuff all around it, you tie it up nice and neat, and you put it in the oven. And you cook it at such a low temperature that the person doesn't actually pass away, but they're stuck in a state of, you know, like a matrix, you know, a suspended animation. They're stuck in a suspended animation. You understand me? And instead of them dying, they're just slowly roasting. And they peel pieces of them off and they eat them. Oh, you didn't know that? And now that you do know that, think to yourself, why is Jay-Z in that Picasso video with that lady? Knowing exactly who she... See, we don't know who she is. We just think... I swear, I'm telling you, I thought that was a random white lady at Jay-Z's video, and at an art gallery that was just vibing with Hove. You know, why was he doing this whole ritual with her, face to face, eye to eye, dancing in circles with this lady, if Jay-Z's Hove? To call yourself Hove is blasphemous. It's out of pocket anyway. To call yourself Hova is out of pocket anyway. That always raised red flags, but you know how it is when you're not up on game. You know how it is when your pineal gland is not fully open. You'll make excuses for these rappers. So I said, you know, that's God MC. He's the Hova of the rap game. Nah, you can't even be that and be under the right God. To be that, you got to be under the wrong God. You got to be on the other side. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But it's a reason, and these are the reasons why the rap game and why the industry is in shambles right now. Why it's being so shooken up like a Coke bottle at the things that Yeezy's doing and saying. Yeah, this is Grown Man Business TV. You know, we approaching 1 million views, my G. Who would have thought, man? We approaching 1 million views. 13,000 subscribers we running up on. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. The word is strong. The voice is powerful. I told y'all, ain't none of that Charleston White gimmicky stuff over here. We going to give it to you raw over here. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. But, you know, to everybody in the DMs, to everybody in the comments saying, you know, Yeezy is this and Yeezy is that. Nah, my G. Nah, my G. I'm just a part of the 5% that's watching y'all be led by the shepherd. And that shepherd is going to lead y'all right off the cliff. That shepherd got y'all worshiping the wrong God. I don't even watch TV. You understand? There's so much P-Valley stuff going on in every show, even in the cartoons. You feel me? Yeah, look. He said something about the Holocaust, right? I'm not going to get too deep into that. But Hitler had a whole nother... I'm not even going to go into that. He had a whole nother angle on why he was doing what he was doing to those people. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. The edit game is good. I'm going to edit a few things out. You know, they on to me. They on the Grown Man Business TV. You should see what's going on with the numbers. Yeah, they done affected. They shadow banning your boy, but it is what it is. I don't do this. I don't do this for the extras. I do this to put the information out there and leave it at that. That's how you protect yourself. They could never touch me, ever. I done already gave y'all the game, and I'm going to keep giving y'all the game. I mean, you got to know, my mama raised me, so you already know what God I worship. You already know you already know what God I fall under. Yeah, the God of the universe. Huh? But we gonna leave that right where it's at. Keep your eyes open. Keep that pineal open and get an ear and an eye full at all times. At all times. So you already know how we do, man. This is Grown Man Business TV. Again, salute to everybody tapped in. Salute to everybody coming to get this good game. Food for thought, man. This food right here gonna stick to your ribs, man. This ain't McDonald's, man. We not buying Happy Meals over here, my G. This is not a comedy show, my boy. Yeah, we not doing comedy. I'm not on the stage. I'm not here to make y'all laugh. Leave that to Charleston White and them boys. You feel me? So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Gang!
GMB TV. Yeah, like, come on, follow me. Let's see what we got.
Listen closely if you trying to eat. Get passive income, got that money flowing in my sleep. Young and please, got 30,000 on my wrist, 10 on my fist. That 18 around my neck, make I can show respect. You looking at a God exhorting no fear. About 5 in each ear, that's what you wanna hear. VA.
Remember what I told you, right?
Yeah,
What I say?
it's grown man business.
It's grown man business.